So it has finally arrived. The girls who've been following me elsewhere know that I have been going through it, trying to obtain this Switch. I pre ordered this from GameStop, spent the money, as you can see, on the Mario Kart bundle, and it's just now arrived 4 or 5 days later. So that was fun. It was really interesting dodging all of the sort of Mario Kart World footage and things like that as I waited patiently for this to come. I have literally been going through it. Anyone who's watching on Blue Sky knows that it's been an ordeal for me. But it's finally here, and we're doing the unboxing. I'm sitting on the floor of my office with the one plant in my life that I've been able to keep alive. She just recently got repotted. She's kind of going through it, but like I said, she's the one plant I've been able to keep alive. And the leaves are really cool. They open up during the daytime to soak up the sun, and then at nighttime they close into a triangle shape. But she's doing well. The repotting, I think, was a little bit traumatic, but she was in like a much smaller pot and she had way outgrown it. Like when I when I repotted her, you know how like when some plants they outgrow their home, the roots were to the ends, girl. So she has a lot more room now, and I'm excited to see how she flourishes in the next year. I'm not editing this video, so if you're wondering why I'm rambling, that's because I'm not editing. This is how I normally record my videos. I just have a lot of thoughts, and I think it's important to get them out. So I wanted to make this video because this is like a really important and big moment for me, and I wanted to do this as like a thank you. First and foremost, I want to thank my boyfriend, who's in his office right now, working, but he helped me to secure this Nintendo Switch. I was having such a hard time trying to find a pre-order on Best Buy, on Walmart, on GameStop, all the sites, and he just like on a whim was like, I'll just check, and he was able to secure it for me. He also got one for himself too, but we both always get our own consoles because we're big gamers, and like when a big release comes out, like especially like multiplayer stuff, we like to play together, but also we like playing the same games, and like we don't switch off. Like sometimes we just like playing games together next to each other. Look, as you can see from my space, I really don't like to keep a lot of things, so yeah, 2 consoles is probably the luxury that we as a couple kind of like to do, but we only really keep Switches. We have computers and Switches, and then we have other things that kind of interest both of us separately, but when it comes to like Nintendo, I feel like that's our thing. But shout out to him because he helped me to get this. And the second group of people that I want to thank is y'all. The people on the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram, the Twitch. This is my first ever like launch console. I've never been able to have one. Like what's the timeline of how I've played games? The first thing I ever played on, I think, was technically like my grandfather's computer. Oh, and he would hate it. I would come over for the weekends, and he didn't hate it, but like it was like his computer. He's a big computer nerd. He's the person who introduced me to everything. Like, I would not be editing and like streaming and doing all this kinds of like tech savvy stuff if he never introduced it to me. I've always been in love with computers because of him. But I used to play games on his computer, and the first console I ever got was a Game Boy Advance, and then I got a PlayStation 2. I got an Xbox, a GameCube, Nintendo DS. The Nintendo DS, I had to trade everything that I had in to get it at GameStop. And we're going to talk about GameStop in a second because I have some things to share. GameStop has always been this malicious entity in my life, but I digress. I've had my own computers, and I've really had to like save up and work and finagle and hustle to get these things, and I've never been like a launch day type of person. But now that I do this as a job, I can actually do this comfortably. Like, not only have I been platformed and enabled to do this as like content and be able to like have this be my job, but doing all of this stuff has also enabled me to afford it on launch day. Like, I'm not necessarily making a lot of money, but for the first time in my life, I actually feel like my head is, relatively above water. There's a lot of things that I think I want. I think all Americans have a lot of things that they want right now, but I feel in control. And it's because of y'all. Like, I'm just very lucky to be able to do this. And I wanted to do this unboxing as like a sort of touch base, let y'all know where I'm at, and say thank you. And I haven't opened this yet. My boyfriend got his on launch day, and he's like been hiding it in his office because he wants me to like have like a full reaction for y'all. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna try my best to like keep this not noisy. Okay. So, I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy, but I just wanted to like commemorate this moment. I was hoping that it would come sooner. It's kind of eaten into some of my scheduling and everything, but it's come now and it's time to do it. Ooh, okay. So let's see what all we get. We get I should probably do it like this. I don't know how to do unboxings. This is the dock. I have my Switch over there, and I wanted to do like a little tour of my old games before I left, but this is the dock. Let's see if we can like construct it. This is the little controller moment, which I think actually feels quite nice. I haven't even put my hands on it. It's just now registering to me that I haven't put my hands on a Nintendo Switch or like the new Joy-Cons. I know the girls are all complaining about the Joy-Cons, but in all honesty, I just feel like we're always complaining about everything. I should edit that out, but I'm not going to. I get what I get. You know what? I'll be real. The Switch 2 is expensive, and in 2025, it's actually really, really crazy that all this stuff is going on. But like I'm saying, I'm grateful that I'm in a position where I can do this. These actually feel really heavy and nice, if I'm being real. And I kind of, when I saw the commercials, I wasn't like into it. I like a full black moment. Like my phone that I'm recording on is black, my computer is black, my headphones are black. When it comes to tech, I like black. It's either like go big or go home when it comes to like expression and technology and stuff like that. And when it comes to technology, they don't really give you a lot of options on like just go black. This like matte black with like this, like in person, the like sort of pop of color is like really nice. It's not like a jewel tone. It's like I don't know. It's like a little bit more washed out. I like it. I like how it looks. Okay, this is the Switch, honey. OMG. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be really careful because I have a screen protector I have to put on later. Okay, that's the Nintendo Switch. Isn't it crazy in 2025 that this is a console? Let me press the power button. Look at that, y'all. We got the Nintendo Switch 2. We did it. Oh, am I supposed to? She said, girl, connect it. Okay. Oh, that's snappy. This is so high def. No, because I have like the Nintendo Switch from like the original Nintendo Switch. I don't even have the OLED. Like, this is crazy. Do y'all hear her? Okay. This is... No, I'm not gonna do the setup right now, but that's the Nintendo Switch. Let's put her in the dock. Oh, that's the wrong way. I have to be very careful because I haven't put my screen protector on and I have clammy hands. Okay. We're gonna put her down over here. Wow, that's exciting. I'm gonna be streaming in an hour and 30 minutes Mario Kart World. As of recording this, the girls are gonna be so gagged when they see it live because I have been moaning about this for like almost a week now. So they're gonna be like, girl, you finally did it. Yes. Okay, so what I wanna do next before we leave is I wanna talk about all of the games that I enjoyed on the Nintendo Switch 1. I don't want to feel like a Nintendo fanboy, and it's like kind of funny because I'm wearing my Mario Kart shirt right now. Let me get this. Because I know that it sounds better when I hold it to my face. I know that I'm like wearing a Mario shirt right now and everything. I don't think I'm necessarily a fanboy. I like the Nintendo ecosystem. I do think that as time goes on and as like inflation is increasing, but like wages are stagnating, it's getting harder to enjoy the luxuries in life. But maybe it's like my Capricorn stellium or something, but it's like you have to find something to enjoy. And one of the things I enjoy is Nintendo. I have like my sort of hangups about like the membership and like this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, I really, if I'm not on my computer playing like what's on Steam, which I feel like you have access to everything if you have a computer, if you get what I'm saying, and Steam. But like Nintendo, I just really like the experience of being able to like pick up my Switch and play it casually. It's the Switch 2 is exciting because it's like the Switch but better, you know. And can you get a Steam Deck? Yes, we actually have a Steam Deck in this house right now. Steam Deck is amazing, but I just like the Nintendo experience. There's just something about it. Like even some games I've played on it, I just prefer to play it on the Switch. I don't know why, and I just think like at this big age, I'm allowed to just like my particular things. So I'm gonna get my Switch and I'm gonna go through my library and we're gonna talk about some ones that I like. And maybe this could be nice for girls who don't have the Switch 2 yet. If you have a Switch 1 or if you're looking for a game to play, these are games that I would recommend. So as you can see, I have the red and blue one. I wanted the all black one, but I couldn't get it because for like the first few years of the Switch being out, it was like hard to even get one. The girls who were there know. This one is in really good condition. I played the crap out of it. It has some Joy-Con drift, yes. Um, but other than that, the battery didn't go crazy. Like some of the girls' batteries is like, whoa. Okay, so let me go in and see if I can access my sort of playtime or something. Sign into my Nintendo account. Oh my god. Cancel. Can I just like look at my library, please? Speaking of Nintendo, this is crazy. Okay. We're going to just go down the list here. Okay, I have all my software. Okay, so first and foremost, y'all really can't see it, but I would recommend Bayonetta. I know this sounds basic to start off with, like I'm literally talking to the girly pops and you're like, girl, please recommend something real. If you haven't played Bayonetta, um, you need to. You need to. Bayonetta is a girly pop artistic installment, and I understand a lot of people were angry about Bayonetta 3 in many ways, but when people say that, and like when we think about that, I just want to say, like, think of a video game that's come out recently, a popular one, and tell me when people were not angry about it. There's flaws to Bayonetta 3 in its narrative and all that, but I think it was fun. I think it was camp, and I get that people wanted it to be like sapphic. But I also didn't think that like it ended in a bad way. You can block me if you don't agree, it's fine. Um Oh, there's this game called Crosscode. Crosscode. Look, y'all, I'm not editing this video. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just open up Google, Crosscode. Crosscode is a really, really fun indie game. It plays really well on handheld. It's really challenging. It's got like this really cool sort of like aiming system. There's a lot of really interesting puzzles, and it is very much inspired by like SNES era graphics, but it also has like that feeling of like MapleStory aesthetics. It is a big game. You would be really surprised as to how big this game is. I never finished it. I got really, really close to the end, but it's like an RPG with some action elements, very Zelda like top down type of moment. But the customization and the way that you can sort of customize like your actions and all kinds of stuff, it's really interesting. I would highly recommend Crosscode if you have a Nintendo Switch 1 and you're kind of like waiting out the FOMO, because I know that there's some FOMO. And I want to say this: Do not let these video game companies make you feel like you gotta buy a game. I know I'm a content creator and I'm supposed to be like, buy this game, buy this game. Oh my goodness, this game is so T, blah, 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 blah. I guarantee you next week nobody's gonna be thinking about the Switch 2. Some people will, but something new will come out. You know, a big thing in marketing, like literally any of my marketing girlies in the comments right now can tell you that FOMO is a big part of modern day marketing. They purposefully sort of make it feel limited, make it feel inaccessible, make it feel like a party that you're not in to make you feel bad and spend hundreds of dollars. Let's be real. The Switch 2 has Mario Kart. Donkey Kong's coming later, but nobody really asked for it. It looks cool, but nobody really asked for it. And some upgrades to games that you can already play on the Switch 1. I'm getting it because I want to make content about it. I want to make tier lists. I want to be here. I want to like be the sort of girly pop angle to the new stuff coming out. But like there's a lot of other stuff to play, so don't let the FOMO get to you. And if you really want it, then get it. But like really think about the FOMO because they be doing that to us all day, every day. If you haven't played Cuphead and you want a real challenge, girl, if you want to have something that you'll be playing for a minute, play Cuphead. Especially if you have somebody that you can play games with, like couch co-op. Cuphead is a really fun way to bond with somebody. I played Cuphead with my boyfriend on the Switch. We did co-op, and I'm telling you, we've played a lot of games together. We've played many, many, many multiplayer games together, but Cuphead really made us a dynamic duo. Like, we play Final Fantasy XIV a lot, and we can like do really high end weird content because 14 has like weird content. Like my 14 players, y'all will know, but if you don't know, there's this content called Blue Mage. There's a certain special limited job called Blue Mage that has like a lot of gimmicks and stuff. My boyfriend and I can duo lots of Blue Mage stuff together. We duoed like Eureka and stuff like that, but like Cuphead requires certain coordination, communication, and like hand-eye coordination, and you're accountable for each other, and it becomes a really fun experience. Like some people would argue about it, but I feel like people who really should be in like friendships or like an intimate relationship or family members, like that's really going to make you figure out what kind of like sort of communication style you have with someone else. Like Cuphead is that hard. Okay. Bravely Default 2. Bravely Default 2 made me want to play Bravely Default 1, and I know that it's coming out as a re-release on the Switch 2, and I'm really considering it. Bravely Default 2 gives you all of that classic JRPG sort of like sensation and like fun without really compromising, really. I thought that Bravely Default 2 was like short, sweet, to the point, really fun, but it was still a JRPG, so it wasn't really that short. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was digestible, but it wasn't like an epic. And the jobs system is so fun. Like JRPGs, like my favorite trope in a JRPG is job systems. Like when you can change jobs, level up jobs, job trees, things like that. I love that. And Bravely Default 2 delivered on that. Um, what else did I play that I liked? Like there was obviously like Luigi's Mansion, Hyrule, not Hyrule Warriors, but Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Like I'm not going to talk about those things. We know about those things. Lovers in a Deep Space Time is a fun party game. If you're the type of girl that likes to bring people over, Lovers in a Deep Space Time is a really fun pick up and play type of game. I feel like people who are a little bit more casual with video games can understand it, but people who do like video games can also really enjoy it too. It's like, it's got that like kind of Mario Party vibe, but it's a little bit more serious in a way, but the art style and the sort of artistic direction is really fun and vibrant and pretty on a big TV. And it's like, you know, sometimes Mario Party can feel like a little bit stupid. This doesn't feel stupid, it feels like energetic and fun. Hades. I think we all know Hades. I let Hades fly under my radar for the longest time, and then one day I got bored. I had this whole era. It was kind of like post COVID, before I started like really posting for real on social media, where I would just go into the Nintendo shop and buy something. Like I had a bad week at work. I used to work in kitchens and I did not like it. I love cooking, but I did not like working in kitchens. I liked working in kitchens, but I didn't like how little it paid and how exhausting it was and how much time it took. We all know our relationships with work is just like, ooh, it's so complex and nuanced, but it wasn't making me happy. So I would like have a bad week and I would just get onto Nintendo eShop and just buy something. And I was like, you know, people are talking about Hades, let's play it. Hades made me realize that I like roguelites. Like, roguelite. I never really know what to call it. The rogue type game. Um, I've liked them before. I thought they were really interesting, but Hades really delivered it to me in a way where I was like, oh, this gameplay style is like really up my alley. Um, I was addicted to Hades, and this is another one I played with my boyfriend. Hades is actually a really fun one you can play with someone couch co-op, because you can like each take turns and help progress the sort of save together. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited for Hades 2. I have this tinfoil hat theory that they're not going to start rolling out like marketing and media for Hades 2 until the Switch 2 sort of settles, because I think that Hades really had like a sort of burgeoning like secret audience on the Switch. It's such a great Switch game. So Hades 2, I haven't played the early access. Please don't spoil it. I know people are like super excited about things sometimes and they spoil things. Like, please don't spoil it, please. Um, but I'm gonna play it when it's full release because I played Hades on full release. I didn't do the early access for Hades either. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait for full release and I'm gonna get it all at once. Is my microphone on? I think my microphone wasn't on. Oh no. Whatever, I hope y'all can hear me. Um, what else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, there's one more game I wanted to talk about. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei I really liked, but I played the entirety of Xenoblade on the Switch. I got into the series on the Switch, and I'm telling you, I played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, then I got 2 and I played it, and then when 3 came out, I played the crap out of it. And I even got my boyfriend in on 3, and he loved it too. If you like JRPGs, Xenoblade Chronicles, it's not going to give you Final Fantasy, but it's going to give you something interesting, something to chew on. Really, really interesting sort of installment into the genre. I'm excited for the future of it. I know that they've been kind of releasing like things here and there, and it's kind of like not hitting, but I believe in them. I played Trials of Mana too. Like, that was a really good one as well. I really like Trials of Mana. Honestly, it came out so long ago that I can't fully remember, but I remember it was really quick and really fun. The remake, I know it's based off of like an older game, but the remake was really fun. It was just like vibrant and colorful. It gave you like kind of like simple and easy to understand sort of JRPG mechanics, but they didn't water it down so much that it felt useless. And it was just fun. I liked playing it. I remember I like sat down, I played it, and I got through it really, really quickly. Not in one day, but just like really quickly. And there was one more game I wanted to mention. Oh, there's two more actually. Two more. Three more. Um, okay, so since we're on the topic of JRPGs, Neo the World Ends With You. I don't know why this game is so slept on. Neo the World Ends With You was so good. The World Ends With You needs to come back. Square Enix, for some reason, keeps dropping the ball on everything. This intellectual property, I'm so scared is just going to be relegated to pure obscurity. And Neo the World Ends With You, it's like so hard to even explain what that game is or was, but that was another one where once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. What else was there? Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. I got this game as a gift, and it was like kind of obscure and strange, but another one I couldn't put down. It's this really strange like side-scrolling action combat system, kind of like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry, where you can get upgrades and stuff and different combos, but you go out and you get materials so you can bring it back to your rice farm. And the whole goal is it's like a farming simulator, but it's not, they don't really be playing around. Like, you really have to be out here growing rice. Like, you have to have the right water level, right temperature, all this kind of stuff. And it created this crazy combat and crafting system. So weird, but I loved the game. The last one I want to talk about is Nine Parchments. Does anyone here remember the PS2 era where there was this like sort of RPG style party game, like dungeon crawler, where you could pick one of the heroes and then y'all have to get through like a really long sort of dungeon crawl? Nine Parchments is basically that, but with wizards. This is another really great couch co-op game, but it's also just a game to play in general. This one was one of those games where I just got it on a whim. and I loved it. It's like I always like it's like my secret, and I always talk about it. I don't always talk about it, but I bring it up every now and then. And I wish more people knew about Nine Parchments. Did anybody play Nine Parchments? Play it if you have the Switch One. I bet it's dirt cheap right now. I really hope my microphone is on. If it's not, then this whole video is ruined. But that's really it. I really appreciate everybody. I hope that this video finds y'all well. As of recording this video, there's so much crazy stuff happening in the world. And I try to keep it lighthearted and cute. On stream, sometimes I get a little bit, ranty about things, but I feel really lucky that with all that in mind, I'm still out here I think this doesn't work. I'm still out here being able to do these things and do them with y'all. I'm gonna check the audio of this video. I'm gonna get ready for my stream. I'm gonna set up my Switch 2. And I will see y'all when I see y'all. I have a really cool video coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. I was editing it this morning. Otherwise, thank y'all.